A few wonders of the world. Of course. It's many wonders of the world that one could not make in one video. Number 1. Easter Island. Easter Island is a Chilean island in the southeastern Pacific Ocean, at the southeasternmost point of the Polynesian Triangle in Oceania. Easter Island is most famous for its nearly 1,000 extant monumental statues, called moai, created by the early Rapa Nui people. When you first see a moai statue, you're drawn to its disproportionately large head, and that is why they are commonly called Easter Island heads. Moai emoji is usually meant to imply strength or determination. In 1995, UNESCO named Easter Island a World Heritage Site, with much of the island protected within Rapa Nui National Park. It is believed that Easter Island's Polynesian inhabitants arrived on Easter Island sometime near 1200 AD. They created a thriving and industrious culture, as evidenced by the island's numerous enormous stone moai and other artifacts. Number 2. Nazca Lines, of Peru. Anthropologists believe the Nazca culture, which began around 100 BC. Created the Nazca Lines. The Chavín and Paracas cultures, which predate the Nazca, may have also created some of the geoglyphs. Some of the Nazca Lines form shapes that are best seen from the air, though they are visible from the surrounding foothills and other high places. The shapes are usually made from one continuous line. Because of its isolation and the dry, windless, stable climate of the plateau, the lines have mostly been preserved naturally. Extremely rare changes in weather may temporarily alter the general designs. Determining how they were made has been easier than determining why they were made. Scholars have theorized the Nazca people could have used simple tools and surveying equipment to construct the lines. Archaeological surveys have found wooden stakes in the ground at the end of some lines, which supports this theory. One such stake was carbon dated and was the basis for establishing the age of the design complex. Number 3. Pyramid Giza. The Giza Pyramid, also called the Giza Necropolis, is the site on the Giza Plateau in Greater Cairo, Egypt that includes the Great Pyramid of Giza, the Pyramid of Khafra, and the Pyramid of Menkaure, along with their associated pyramid complexes and the Great Sphinx of Giza. All were built during the 4th dynasty of the Old Kingdom of Ancient Egypt. The site also includes several cemeteries and the remains of a workers' village. There are about 80 pyramids known today from ancient Egypt. The 3 largest and best preserved of these were built at Giza at the beginning of the Old Kingdom. They found the best engineers and architects to help design and build the monuments. Most of the pyramids were built as tombs, the final resting places for Egypt's royalty who took all their worldly possessions with them. Number 4. Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu is a 15th century Inca citadel, located in the eastern Cordillera of southern Peru, on a mountain ridge cutting through the Cordillera and creating a canyon. Most archaeologists believe that Machu Picchu was constructed as an estate for the Inca Emperor Pachacuti 1438–1472. Often mistakenly referred to as the Lost City of the Incas, it is the most familiar icon of Inca civilization. The Inca Trail takes 4 days. But despite its distinction as one of the most iconic and important archaeological sites in the world, the origins of Machu Picchu remain a mystery. By 1976, 30% of Machu Picchu had been restored and restoration continues. Machu Picchu was declared a Peruvian historical sanctuary in 1981 and a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1983. In 2007, Machu Picchu was voted one of the new 7 wonders of the world. Number 5. Stonehenge, UK. Stonehenge in many people's minds is the most mysterious place in the world. This set of stones laid out in concentric rings and horseshoe shapes on the empty Salisbury Plain is, at the age of 4,000 years, one of the oldest, and certainly best preserved, megalithic structures on Earth. Together with interrelated monuments and their associated landscapes, they help us to understand Neolithic and Bronze Age ceremonial and mortuary practices. The presence of these remains suggests that Stonehenge could have served as an ancient burial ground as well as a ceremonial complex and temple of the dead. Stonehenge is one of the best-known ancient wonders of the world. Despite numerous theories, no one knows for certain the reason why Stonehenge was built. The stones that form the inner ring came from the Priestley Mountains in Wales. Number 6. Göbekli Tepe, Turkey. Göbekli Tepe is an archaeological site in the southeastern Anatolia of Turkey, approximately 7 miles northeast of the city of Sanliurfa. It is 2,490 feet above sea level. The tell includes 2 phases of use, believed to be of a social or ritual nature by site discoverer and excavator Klaus Schmidt, dating back to the 10th-8th millennium BCE. During the first phase, belonging to the pre-pottery Neolithic A, PPNA, circles of massive T-shaped stone pillars were erected, the world's oldest known megaliths. Göbekli Tepe is the oldest significant site for humans to ever have been discovered, beaten in age only by a stone wall in Greece. Its age is only made more impressive by the sheer complexity of the site. Excavations have been ongoing for the last 24 years and experts say they could continue for decades more. But what makes Göbekli Tepe so unbelievable is that it was built in 10th millennia BC and is actually the oldest temple in the world. Göbekli Tepe is regarded of great importance since it could profoundly change the understanding of a crucial stage in the development of human society. Future plans include construction of a museum and converting the environs into an archaeological park, in the hope that this will help preserve the site in the state in which it was discovered. Number 7. The Carnac Stones of France. Carnac are an exceptionally dense collection of megalithic sites in Brittany and northwestern France, consisting of stone alignments, dolmens, tumuli and single menhirs. More than 3,000 prehistoric standing stones were hewn from local granite and erected by the pre-Celtic people of Brittany, and form the largest such collection in the world. Most of the stones are within the Breton village of Carnac, but some to the east are within La Trinité-sur-Mer. The stones were erected at some stage during the Neolithic period, probably around 3300 BCE, but some may date to as early as 4500 BCE. Alien hair guy. Carnac is renowned for the Carnac stones, one of the most extensive Neolithic menhir collections in the world. It is believed that rituals and other ceremonies would have been carried out around them. There's some theories of a connection between the rows of stones and the directions of sunsets at the solstices. There are also general theories on the use of the stones as astronomical observatories, as has been claimed for Stonehenge. According to one such theory, the massive menhir at nearby Lokmariaker was linked to the alignments for such a purpose. If you have enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe and click the notification bell for future videos. Thank you.